Hi anyone who's watching, this is Haydn, just doing a short few trips, and I'm currently looking to upgrade my ship at the moment.
Landing complete. Execute system shutdown. Our facilities are at your disposal, Commander. Landing coupler disengaged. You may proceed when ready.
Landing gear retracted.
After a week of grinding, I've managed to get to the rank of Baron in terms of the Imperials. So now it's time to buy my new ship, I think.
Frame shooting drive charging.
Got any questions, please just feel free to ask as well. Quite happy to answer any of those. Hi there to whoever it is who's come in. Oh, hi George. So I was just saying, I've just managed to, on the PS4, get to the rank of Baron, so I'm going to go and buy a new ship. So at the moment, got my destination outpost here. I've been on the internet, and the Elite database has told me that this is where I can go for the type of ship that I want, which is specific type of ship to the Imperial factions. I just go to the external sort of camera here. This is a ship that I've got at the moment. It's called Keelback. Used to these camera controls yet, as you can see. It's an okay ship. It's got quite a good distance, about 30 light years, but not really built for much other than a bit of trade. But it doesn't have masses of storage space either. Just what's it, 68 tons, something like that. Yeah. But the jump distance isn't too bad on this. The way I've got it done, 25 light years. To be honest, you can get to most places in the universe with a 25 light year. It'll just take you longer, depending upon where it is that you're wanting to go. So quite fancy the idea of going and seeing what those two nebula are like at some point. This is a thing, anything you can see in the universe you can actually fly to. In terms of differences to the Xbox version, this version's a little bit slicker in terms of the loading times, but otherwise plays more or less exactly the same, with the exception of the integration of the trackpad for some of the functions for navigation. But to be honest, not a massive spoiler, I actually don't like using the trackpad. The other thing as well is a trackpad acts as a bit more of a quicker access, single click to look at your status panels on the right hand side, which is ranks, currency, etc. And
Lacombe
please
Hotel
go to
Echo
persuade them
Romeo.
to book
Please
to
comply with
request
station
docking.
regulations on your
That's
approach
it.
to this Imperial facility. Clearance denied. Your ship is out of range, Commander.
I was out of range to request it. Request docking.
Access is now granted. Proceed at your earliest convenience to pad 26.
Right now, a bit unusual for me on here. Fascinates me the level of detail that they've got in. They've got into this game. I'm all over the point at the moment. I'm trying to talk and concentrate on my driving. Clearly I don't do two things at once. I'm a typical male.
Scan detected.
When you look at the actual quality of all of the detail that's in,
Your approach is
just
good,
the design
Commander.
of this
Do not
station,
adjust
Coriolis station, is really quite impressive.
Landing gear deployed.
Obstructing landing pads is against Imperial Flight Operations Bureau regulations.
So hopefully this is the place that will have the ship that I'm after. So this is a ship that you start off with. Pretty poor really. Eagle, never really use them. Adders are terrible. Vipers, again, never been much of a fan. Yeah, it was pretty poor. It was one of my worst landings I've ever done. Asp Scout, one of the most pointless ships in the whole game. Asp Explorer is the one that you always want to go for. Type 7 Transporter, never really owned one. And Imperial Clipper. And this is the one I have been after. That have grinded the ranks for, because you need to be a Baron, which, as you can see, I am. So I'm going to purchase that, and I will store my current ship, I think. Or do I want to sell it now? Okay. Right, I'm just going to store it, I think. So as you see, this is a very a nice looking ship. Look at that. That's what you call a ship. I think the Imperials have the best ships in the game in terms of the looks. So let's go to Starport Services and equip the ship. Just out of curiosity, do you have this game? Have you played it? Do you know what to do? Because I can show you about the outfitting and explain that as I go along. So, hard points. Hard points are your weapons, basically. This ship has 3 large, 2 medium hard points. I'm not going to equip those at the moment. I'll weapon it up later on. Utility mounts, really useful. There are things that you can add onto your ship, which you might need. Shaft launchers for if somebody's trying to target you. Electronic countermeasure systems, kill warrant scanners, so that if you are attacking anyone you can see if they've got any outstanding warrants. Manifest scanners, I'm not really a big user of. There's also shield boosters, which will give you extra charge, and also wake scanners, which are useful if you're tracking someone. However, none of those are actually what I'm interested in at all. Core internals. So at the moment this ship has a very, very poor light range. You can see at the bottom of the screen my minimum jump is 8.05 light years and my maximum is 8.98. So I want a good jump range. Hey there, Dirtbox. So first off, what I need to do is change my frame shift drive, and let's see if I can actually buy what I want here. No, I can't, because it's not technologically sophisticated enough. So I'm going to have to find somewhere that's going to be a high-tech kind of environment that I can actually get to as well. It's going to be another thing. No stock on the life support, power distributor rather. Again, doubt that they'll have what I need. I'll leave that for the time being. Fuel tank, you're never going to get better than what you've already got on the ship anyway. So let's have a look at the optionals that we can have. I can have a really big cargo bay. So let's have a look at this. So I've got shield generator in there. We'll extend that. I've got a few extra compartments. So this time I'm going to put an SRV in the ship. But first off, I'll browse here. Cargo racks. Sell the old one, so I'm not going to leave that one that I had there. Again, cargo rack, why would you put a 3 in a 4? Doesn't make sense. So we might as well put a 4 in. And in here, I'm actually going to sell them. Yeah, planetary hangar bays. Go for a G because it's slightly lighter weight. Right. And the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get, if they sell it, FSD fuel scoop. I'm pretty poor at fuel scoop, so let's not go for that. So this is the outfitting screen. I'm going to do a video about it. I forgot you also, when you buy a ship, you've also got to buy your SRV to go into your ship hold. It's good to know that the tearing's nearly gone out of the game. So I've got a few spare cargo places in here, and other things that I can do. No, I've literally just finished doing the missions to actually get the ship that I've got now, which is the one I mentioned on the show that I've been trying to get to, which is this ship. The Imperial ships are definitely the best looking ones in the game, in my opinion. So what I'm going to do is I need to upgrade this ship, and I can't do it where I am now, so I'm going to have to go to the galaxy map and I'm going to have to find a high-tech planet. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to look for I think it's economy, trade, local standard. Yeah, it's economy, and I've got high-tech already highlighted, and as we can see, not looking very good here, is it? I've got no stars that are showing all the way right out there, which is a very, very long way away. There's one a bit closer. May or may not be possible to get to. Well, that's a bit of a strange kind of route. Is that one going to be a bit more? "37 light years." Yeah, once you get the controls set up the way that you want to, it's definitely a lot better. Now the problem that I've got is there is a lot of that route there which requires me to have refueling, so I don't want to really do that. This one, however, might be the one to go for. That doesn't appear to have quite as many, so what I'm going to have to do, which I'm really not keen on, but is to buy an inferior grade FSD, and then I'll sell it when I get there, because I'll upgrade it straight away. So I'll probably lose a little bit of money, but nothing to worry about that. So go to option internals. I can't. Oh, I've got a size 3 there, haven't I? So I can go to 3, browse that. Fuel scoop. Get a 3, yeah. Yeah, there is a lot to learn in this game. It's frustrating when you get to some places and things that you want are not there.
Landing restraints released. Please observe speed restrictions upon exiting.
Well, that's quite slow. Hope this isn't going to be a bad ship.
Landing gear retracted.
Track my weapons. I'm going to be having those out in this area, so yeah, that's good.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'll resolve the issue with my voice.
3, 2, 1.
So,
Fuel skipping.
I've got no scanner at the moment.
Frameshift drive charging.
So lots of things are telling me about this ship already. It overheats quite quickly.
3, 2, 1. Fuel skipping.
Just remembered I need to start fuel scooping some of these. It's not so bad, the size of fuel scoop I've got. Actually not too bad at all.
Fuel skipping complete.
You never want your temperature to get over 100 because otherwise the whole thing starts to demolish around you. You get failing modules and all sorts.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel skipping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
The game ranks. Okay, so on this screen it shows you the very many different types of ranks that you actually have. There are ranks for pilots, there are ranks for the Imperials, for the Federation, and there are also for the Alliance as well. In terms of what I would suggest is, it depends upon what you want to do. If you want to visit Earth in the game, you're going to need to be able to go to get a Sol permit. To get a Sol permit, you've got to rank up in the Federation. To get the type of ship that I've got now, which is the Clipper, you're going to need to be able to rank up very heavily in the Imperials. This has taken me a week of quite intense play to get here. So if I just 1 second. There are lots of resources online that explain all about the different ranks in Elite. So, for your pilot ranks, this is basically what has been taken from the original game. So you have combat, which is harmless, mostly harmless, novice, competent, expert, master, dangerous, deadly and elite. You then have your trade, which is penniless, mostly penniless, peddler, dealer, merchant, broker, entrepreneur, tycoon, and then elite. Your explorer ranks are aimless, mostly aimless, scout, surveyor, trailblazer, pathfinder, ranger, pioneer and elite. And your CQC, which is your player versus player, which are helpless, mostly helpless, amateur, semi-professional, professional, champion, hero, legend and elite. So what one you want to do, well, it depends upon how you want to play the game. If you want to do a lot of combat, then rank up through the harmless, mostly harmless or whatever. Personally, I'm not bothered about combat at all. It's a bit hit and miss in the game in terms of when you're playing, if you die, you lose all of the kills that you had since you last visited a station, which is annoying. And it can be quite easy to get attacked and actually die in this game. I tend to avoid contact or combat until I've done a lot of levelling up. In a matter of fact, I think it was until I got an asp I didn't do any. So as you can see on mine, I haven't fought anybody on this game yet, but a trader rank of broker and my explorer rank surveyor, which is not too bad. Being a baron in the Imperials, that's a lot of grind on that, but well worth it. There are places you can go where it's a very short distance between the worlds, and the worlds generally trade between each other, preferably in data, which means that you can fit 20 of those data pieces into your computers, or 20 missions in total, which doesn't actually impact any of your weight on your ship, so it means that you've got good jump distances, etc. How do you see if a mission ranks up, says Federation, so you can target that faction? They've all got symbols. So the Federation one's a bit like the Star Trek Federation symbol, and the Imperials is basically a like bird kind of effect. So let's have a look at the Empire ranks, which is what I'm doing at the moment. In terms of Empire ranks, how many more jumps? 9 jumps. You've got Outsider, Seraph, Master, Squire, Knight, Lord, Baron, Viscount, Count, Earl, Marquis, Duke, Prince, King. Once you get to level 3, which is Master, you get access to the Imperial Courier. Squire, you get access to a system. Baron, you get access to another system and an Imperial Clipper. You get access to another system at Earl, and then access to the Imperial Cutter at Duke level. So it's well worth ranking up because you get extra bonuses in the game, which are only accessible by doing that. But if you fancy seeing Earth, then you'd need to go to the Federation ranks, because you can actually explore the whole solar system. So their ranks are non-recruit, cadet, midshipman, petty officer, chief petty officer, warrant officer, ensign, lieutenant, lieutenant commander, post commander, post captain, rear admiral, vice admiral and admiral. You get the Federation dropship at midshipman, and you get access to Sol, which is the Earth system. The next officer up, which is petty officer, you get the Federal assault ship at chief petty officer, access to another system at warrant officer and ensign and lieutenant and post commander. You get access to the Federation gunship at ensign, and the rear admiral gets you the Federal corvette, which is quite a nice ship. So I'm just making sure every jump I fill up my tank, because if I don't do that, then I run the risk of potentially not having enough fuel. But you've always got to balance your internal temperature with everything else.
Frameship drive charging. Frameship drive charging.
Yeah, that'd be a goal if you want to do that. What I would do is go into Google and I would do a search for quickest way to rank up for the Federation, and I bet you anything it'll come up with Sol and Seos, not Sol, Seoths and Sothis, which are two systems that are very, very close together, but they're about 400 light years out of the galaxy, or the main bubble, which means that you've then got to get that far, so you're going to need a fuel scoop and you're going to need a ship with a decent jump range. I would recommend, if you upgrade your Cobra Mark III, or you get a Cobra Mark III, upgrade that, put in a decent fuel scoop, and you'll be able to get out there no problem at all. And a decent FSD as well, so probably A, B or a C class in the size module that it's in.
Frameship drive charging.
So in terms of on the screen here, if you're not familiar with the layout, obviously you've got your main radar right in the middle at the bottom of the screen. Top tip for flying around, where you can see the line going up and down at the moment, and it keeps turning blue and orange. That's my speed, and the number at the top that's going up is the other measure of that speed. You want to always make sure that you're in that blue area for your maximum manoeuvrability. In terms of buying a ship that you want to do, it's not very easy. I would literally just go online and do a search. If you just type in find a ship in Elite Dangerous, it asks you what system that you're in and what ship that you want to buy. There's a drop down list, and then it'll just tell you where to go to buy that. There's no real hard and fast rules about what's what with that, to be honest. Look at that ship. That is a nice looking ship. No, not a Viper, a Clipper. I've always wanted one of these ships ever since I came into the game, which was when Horizons came on, I think, if I remember rightly. Hopefully it won't overheat and blow the place up. Oh, the planet stuff's really good. Once you get the SRV and you start driving around on there. My main objectives right now is to get this ship upgraded. I'm going to need more money. I'm going to need a lot more money to be able to do that. But I want to get this ship upgraded as much as I can. And then I want to go and have a look at the alien structures, and also I want to have a look at some of the generation ships that have been turning up in the game. Type 6 and Dolphin really unsuitable for bounty hunting. If you want a good ship for bounty hunting and you're okay with a fixed laser, then the Fer-de-Lance, or I'm trying to think what the other ship is that's the best one. I can't think of its damn name. Ships. So, in terms of the best ship, that would be, well, the Python's always a really good one. The Python, I would say, is probably my favourite ship out of every ship in the game. But the other one that you might want to consider is the Vulture, actually. Right, okay, I'm here. So actually, I think what I need to do first off is I forgot to look at which go to the galaxy map. System. Let's have a look at the features. That's a high-tech one, so that's where I want to go. Forgot to set the course. Soon be there. Glad you enjoyed the show. That was a good chat. Tip for approaching planets is wait until it gets to 7 and then drop your speed down to just where the blue and orange changes on the speed limit, and then you'll just glide in at the right speed. No, I can't see it being him at all. Just like Diablo is not me, or Fallout. So here we have quite a nice looking water world. Water worlds are surprisingly less common in the game than you would expect, but very Earth-like. Keep getting close, as you can see, really Earth-like planet there. General rule of thumb is that the letterbox on Coriolis stations always face the planet. So I'm looking from the back. So, request dock.
Permission authorized. Set down on landing pad 02.
I do like the sound of this ship, actually.
Landing gear deployed.
Not used to the size of the ship. What on earth am I jammed on? Thank you. It's funny, isn't it, how gameplay goes. I've been playing this game for a few hours tonight. Every time done a perfect landing. I come online and then suddenly I'm landing like I just started playing the game for the first time. Landing pad 2, there we go. One of the top tips of advice is when you're approaching a space station is just drop your landing gear straight away. It stops you accidentally boosting into the station. The amount of times I've lost ships because I've been tired when I've been playing, falling asleep, and then boosted at the wrong second when I didn't mean to. That was it. Yeah, wing mirror's gone. I'm used to flying a ship that's a bit more responsive. Oh, I don't want that shipyard, I want outfitting. So, core internals, FSD, probably one of the most important things that you can buy on the game. Seriously. So it doesn't have a better FSD, I don't believe that. Everywhere seems to have useless stuff. Sensors, no stock. Do I add people on PSN at all? What, to the game, do you mean? Not sure what you mean in there. Try that station. You can play with people online, you can have a wing of people. Thrusters slowly struggling to lift the ship up.
Ship restraints withdrawn. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
When you pass through the airlock, go on the green side. That's your side for exit.
Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, if you want to send me a friend request, it's Herjuk UK. one thing I should say is in terms of some of the places that you can go to in the galaxy, you actually get discount for buying stuff at certain planets. Always worth a try. Just have a Google search, it'll tell you where to go. These sort of things, unidentified signal sources, you can visit those in the game as well. They're ships, those ones there. Ship. Honking. I might notice something different. I'm not sure what you're referring to there, though. You should remember as well on this game is the angle that you come in and will depend upon where you are relative to the letterbox. So I'm just trying to orientate myself at the moment. Yeah, that's what I normally do, but I don't have a scanner installed on this ship yet. That's how you get your exploration data. The other way to do it is actually to have a surface scanner and actually scan the surface of planets as well. Sorry, I know that as cartography rather than honking. Where's 32? I can't see 32. I missed it. Right, I was right above it. Again, reversed up to.
Attention, Commander. Do not block access to landing pads.
This is how not to do docking, by the way. Yeah, because the scanners go bong when they've actually scanned the area. So outfitting, is there going to be anything here? You're kidding me. No life support systems, they haven't got the frame shift drive. Thrusters. Let's have a look at the galaxy map again. I've done a bit of mining. I've actually done an instructional video on how to mine in the game, so check that out on my YouTube. Hops, that's alright. I know what I'll do outfitting wise. Get rid of that. Definitely the best scanners to get, but I'm just going to go for that one at the moment. So whenever you equip certain items, you have to change your fire groups. Take those off secondary fight. I always have that one first, just the way I roll. Trading in this game's a bit hit and miss. You need to be very careful on where you go, and the profit isn't in it unless you've got a really big ship.
Docking successful. Engaging docking restraints. You are most welcome, Commander. Disengage from landing pad. Maintain correct lane on exit.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift
So this is a honking. Nothing new found there.
Drive charging.
I mean, by all means, you know, keep an eye on trading. It's just, for me, I just found it to be a tremendously slow way of earning money in the game.
Drive charging.
This ship overheats very quickly. It's not all that I actually hoped it would be, to be honest, and obviously very difficult to find upgrades.
Drive charging.
Some repairs will be needed.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, Pirates fun again. I would say Further Lance would be quite a good ship to have there. Or a Python. Or an Anaconda. Although you can also use a Vulture if you're just wanting to get the bounties. But normally with piracy you want other things as well. Right, we're here.
Disengaged.
Let's hope that this one's got the upgrades, because if it hasn't, I'm going to call it a night for tonight, I think. Because I think there must be something going on in the game. 3 high-tech systems, not having upgrades doesn't work, or 3 locations. There's another free one.
touchdown on landing pad 09er.
Scan detected.
1,000 meters from touchdown.
Landing gear deployed.
That's been a pain tonight, come on. Right, is it grabbing it? Okay. Cobra Mark 3s are available all over the place, to be honest. One of the more popular sorts of ship in the game. The Diamondback's not too bad, but get the Explorer, that's the next upgrade, or not the Asp Scout, but the Asp Explorer. Hurrah! Right, frame shift drive, so that knocks me up to 19. Now I've got to be careful because you see in the bottom right hand corner of the screen it tells me my insurance cost. So thrusters, these are going to be expensive. Thought so. I'm going to go for D's because they're quite a bit lighter, but they'll probably give me a bit more. For the moment I don't want to go too bonkers. Power plant, I've still got plenty. What would be better would be the power distributor to upgrade. That's really expensive, but worth it, because that allows everything to recharge faster. Too worried about the sensor suite. Life support. Always upgrade to life support, but only go to a D. Because if you see here when I well, I'm on E there, 19.74 light years, put it a D in and it takes me over 20 light years jump range. power plant just for now. For 500,000 I might as well. I should probably sensors probably would be a good idea putting D in, because this is letting me eke up my jump range on my ship very, very slightly each time. Okay. Optional internals. To the cargo, you can't get anything other than ease. How much is a 4A fuel scoop gonna cost? A 4C. 24,000. That's a fuel tank, sorry. What am I doing? Fuel scoop. I thought that was cheap. Yeah, you see, you can't really afford any of them on the 4s. But the 4A, that'll scoop up a load of stuff all at once. That's my one at the moment, which is a 3A. So it's twice the rate of recharge. Fuel rats, nearly needed them once. I did run out of fuel, but I just killed my character and got reset to where I was. It didn't really cost me a lot. So let's just do the... Didn't want to sell that. I wanted to browse a shop. Shield generators. Where's shield generators? Am I missing it? Banks. Shield generator, there we are. Stick in a D for the time being. So what I can actually do on here is I could this time put in some passenger cabins. If I wanted to. It's supposed to be quite profitable to do that. Yeah, you've definitely got to devote the time to this as a game. So look at the passenger missions. $7 million. Let's take them to a planet. But where's the planet? So that's going to take about 8 hours to do 7 million. I can earn 7 million in 2 trips. So, if you're at the right place. Should go back to the galaxy map. And it loads up. A bit slow. You can also bookmark places that you like to go to, so this is where I've been doing most of my stuff. It's 180 light years away. That's going to be a good view. Bits out. It's quite a way down, isn't it? Did I refuel? No. Jumps, but think of the astronomical data that you get.
Landing complete. Clear to disembark. Enjoy your visit, Commander. Ship released. You are clear to leave.
Yep, no problem. Glad you enjoyed the stream.
Friendship drive charging.
Just stick with it, you'll get there.
Fuel scooping complete. Friendship drive charging. Fuel scooping complete.
have a look at your galaxy map when you're near us, so.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Drive charging.
Anyone else have any more questions?
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Echo Romeo. We are honored to welcome you to this Imperial station. Approval granted. Please set course for docking bay 32.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay everyone, that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you've really enjoyed it. I'll be doing more live streams. Also don't forget to check out my Elite Dangerous gaming guides as well. Thanks for watching and see you again. Bye.